Hi, I'm Kim Lemke. I live in Cedar Springs. I live with my daughter, who is 22. Her name is Allie. And we've lived in Cedar Springs since 2002, when we moved here with my mother. My mother and I were just two peas in a pod. We're very similar in a lot of ways. She was a very healthy woman. She had just turned 80 in 2008, and I was working for Fifth Third. I had a focus. My focus was to become a manager of the bank, hopefully later an officer of the bank. I, of course, wanted to be a good mom, but my major focus was my professional life. Then everything changed in 2008. Whenever we did things, a lot of times we did things together. My mother, Allie, and I. I was driving, Allie was sitting next to me, and my mom was in the back seat. There was a line of cars coming by, and I could see in the distance a car that was kind of coming over the line a little bit. So I was trying to go over a little bit to, until this person realized that they were going over and that they would adjust and go back. But the closer I got, the more he came over, until what seemed like years, we had an impact. He hit us head on. After we hit, the first thing I did was look over at Allie and then look back at my mom in the back seat to make sure that everything was okay. And I remember Allie immediately getting out of the door, coming over to my side of the door and trying to open up my door to get me out. So I told her, I said, don't bother with me, go back and check with Mom, make sure that she's okay. I kept asking Allie, I said, how's Mom? And she wouldn't answer me, or she changed the subject, or... The next thing I remember, I guess I came awake. I was in a room of some sort, and Jan and Dave were there, and she said to me that she had to tell me some bad news, and that my mom had died in the accident. All I remember is crying this unbelievable cry. I don't know why it sounded like that, but it was like a moan, like a cry. It was guttural. It was pretty. I had 2 fractures in my hip, a fracture in my femur, and my ankle was basically demolished. So that happened in 2008. There was really not a time frame that I was not having some type of therapy, physical therapy, or ending up having another surgery. Aquatherapy was amazing. We get to know the other people that are in the pool as well. And this one gal had very, very similar circumstances happen. But the one thing that really hit me about her was that she was so down. Didn't really seem to be having a good life. But I realized that this is what I would have been like if I didn't have God in my life. If I didn't have Jesus there to lift my soul, to make my heart happy. I have spent the last 7.5 years in a wheelchair, walking with a walker, sometimes a cane, sometimes crutches, but it always seemed to be a little bit of a pain or a limp. And this is the first time that I have a future. I mean, I don't know that I'll ever get over the fact that I've had this accident, but things are certainly better. I was able, since the accident, to be a mom, to be there for Allie. I had wanted to have some peace and quiet in my life, and to have some peace. And I have it. But God has always been there all the way through this. That has never wavered. I can look forward to every day because God is in my life. I have hope. I have knowledge that everything is going to turn out wonderfully because I know God is in my life.